Okay, I believe we're up. Just give me a sec to get everything going. But I believe we're about to be good. Game starts in about 10 minutes. Okay, I believe we're up. Just give me a sec to get everything going. But I believe we're about to be good. Game starts in about 10 minutes. Yes, so we are live. Just gotta get everything set up here. Yes, so we are live. Just gotta get everything set up here. So, just trying to remember how to do this. Just give me one sec. Browser. Okay, that is up. I'm gonna have to move to one side here. There we go. This isn't bad. If I'm right here, you can still see me, I believe. You can still. I'm gonna make sure though. Bro, I keep doing that. Okay. So I believe we're good. I should get the game up here in a sec. Really excited about tonight, honestly. Obviously, if you're a Spurs fan and you watched that first game, I mean, it was amazing. So we'll see if Victor can even do half of what he did in that game. It's going to be a fun game to watch, though. So I believe we're good. Should get the game up here in a sec. Really excited about tonight, honestly. Obviously, if you're a Spurs fan and you watched that first game, I mean, it was amazing. I think I need a better webcam, bro. I think lighting will help, obviously, but like even like just this, like you see this, like whatever that is. I thought it was like my fan at first, the ceiling fan, but it's not even that. I think it's just um the camera. It's that bad. So I probably should get a webcam. I've looked. Um, I don't really have the money to get a webcam right now. Even a cheap one wouldn't be the best. I probably have to work and save up a little more before I do that, honestly. So there we go. Game should be almost here. Just trying to get my stream up on my other laptop. Repping the number 2. I know you can't see it. Number 2. Spurs jersey. Come on. Spurs at Pelicans. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the home opener, sadly. So let me get the stream up. Hopefully I can get it all figured out before the game actually starts. Gave myself 15 minutes and I'm still struggling here. That's not the best to do. This is in front of me though. I'm doing this. I think that still might not be great. May have to work on that. Just part of my setup. I don't feel like it will work. But we'll see. Game should be. Got 5 minutes now. There we go. So everything looks to be almost ready, almost set up. I'm excited for this game. We're going to see if it was a fluke. Obviously, only game 1, you can't overreact too much. But Wemby looked really good. And I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to overreact. I'm obviously biased being a Spurs fan and all, but Wemby looked really good. See this. Oh, shit. My dumb. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's ready. That's ready. Error happened here. That's not good. There we go. So we should be good to go. Hopefully I get some people in chat this time. I'm going to try to... If I don't have too many people in, again, I'm going to be working on other stuff during it. Sadly, I think I need to make more videos. I need to think I build the audience so people actually will come on this stream. Obviously, I think obviously the camera's not terrible, but I mean, it is pretty bad. It is the laptop webcam. But I'm ready, bro. No one in chat, no views at all. I'm excited for this game, bro. Should be a good game. Yeah, it's twice this happened already. Really curious how other backups will work. Um, I know my brother sent me a link to that the other day. If I can find it. Let me see if this is it. I don't think that's it. I figured that would work. I wonder if... Yeah, we almost up. It's almost here. Yeah, I can't find it. Just gonna leave it like that. And hopefully, this will work. But I am ready. I know also the World Series starts tonight, which I'm gonna try to keep up with. I wonder if I could do that, honestly. We'll see. This seems to be working fine, and hopefully it stays that way. And just as I say that, literally. We'll see. I'm gonna see how it goes. If it happens like once every while and I just have to reload it, I mean, I'm not worried about that. It's more of like if it's a continuous problem or it's a warning that it's like, oh, okay, I need to do another one. Let me see. Let me put that in chat. I will do that. Nice and sweet. Short and sweet. But I'm ready, bro. I'm hella ready for this. Cause I'm gonna be working on other stuff too. But again, if you're here, please just say what's up in the chat. I will get to you when I can. Or I'll be here. I'll be attentive if some people are here. But if people aren't here, I'm just going to be like, I'm doing whatever. Dang, that's happened again. And I don't like that. I don't want to have to keep doing this. So I'm going to try this. At least get another one up. We'll see how it goes. That is correct. So I got another one up. But again, it keeps going out, so I don't know how sustainable that is. Iron would be 15%. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, we'll do that. I want this one to be good, but you never know. Let me just write down a couple things here real quick. Well, that's there. Sure, this is the one that's working. Leave it for now. We'll see how it goes, though. We got starting lineup and tip off next after the commercial break. Damn. Shit, I made a mistake already, bro. Yeah, this one just ain't working, which is unfortunate. See if this gets up. Not yet. Here we go. The game should be starting here in a bit. Back from commercial. And we'll be good to go. In New Orleans. So Spurs opener is going to be Sunday. Against the Nets. And of course, it's like at 1 o'clock, and I work early that day. So I'll miss most of it. I'm going to try to do a post-game show for that day. We'll see how that goes. Because if the game's at 1 and it finishes around 3, I'm getting off around that time. I'll get home around 4. Hopefully I can start the post-game show at 4:30. Go till about 6 if I need to. And then I'll need to be going. I'll need to go to church. And then I'm going to a party after that. So hopefully I'll be able to get all that stuff done. Here we go. Bay, Williamson, Murphy, the third, Jones, and Poole. Starting for the Pelicans. And I missed the Spurs opening lineup, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. But we'll see. Zion looks healthy. He looks good. See if he can stay healthy. I hope he does. Very fun player to watch when he's healthy. Like, he's been so good. Yep, we got Champagny, Vassell, Wemby, Barnes, and Castle. Same starting lineup. Wemby lost the jump. You know, don't see that often. Here we go. Zion's going to bring the ball up, and Wemby's going to guard Zion. Pelicans really don't have great size here, which will be interesting to see how they guard it. And Zion dunks over Wemby, the start. Wemby's complaining he got held back. Yeah, he did a little. Didn't call it, though. Not a good start for Wemby. He misses the free throw, though. Wemby gets the rebound, gives it up to Castle. It'll be interesting to see how different the Pelicans play Wemby than the Mavericks. Whether they throw double teams or because they really don't have big men. They gave it right to Wemby, and it's a quick, easy dunk. That was way too easy. He's kind of trying to front him, but Wemby had a good position, got it, and spinned and dunked. Jordan Poole from way downtown. It is off Wemby with his second rebound. Wemby going to bring the ball up here. Gives to Barnes. Drives in. Out to Castle. Corner three is good. Stroke looked good there from Castle. Who, again, seemed like he's improved his jump shot a little bit. See if he can continue to do that. And just be at least a little better than he was last year. Give it to Williamson. Guard by Wemby. Drives in on Wemby. And blocked by Wemby. Blocked by Wemby again. 2 blocks by Wemby. Gives it to Wemby in the fast break. He crosses over, gives it to Barnes. Fakes the 3, and tips out of bounds. Wemby looks good to start. Getting rid of volume. I don't want to be caught with copyright or anything, so I don't want it to catch the volume, but I think it'll be fun. Castle inbounding. Gives it up to Wemby. Fronts him. Jumps right over him. Misses. Pelicans get the rebound. Good shot, though. He can do that all day when they put a smaller defender on him. Shoot right over him. Wing 3 by Jones is off. Castle gets the rebound. He's pushing the ball up. Lob to Wemby, and he dunks it. Wemby wasn't even looking for it. Castle knew what he was doing, though. Castle's really shown his playmaking ability through these first 2 games, being the number 1 on this team. Wemby blocked Zion again. That's his 3rd block, I believe. Vassell on the fast break, gives it to Wemby. Back to Vassell. They fouled them trying to guard Wemby going into the paint. That's too easy, though. That's just way too easy. Again, Pelicans, they're going to really have to figure out what they're doing and how they're going to guard Wemby, because they really don't have a big man out there. They double team him here. Get a jump ball. Good job by Murphy III there. What about B7, B9, iodine, and chromium? Wemby gets the jump. Throw it right back to Wemby. Throws the Champagne into Castle, but it is tipped. Jordan Poole blows by and gets an easy bucket there. Castle gives it to Champagne. Gives it back to Castle. Castle, top of the key 3, is off. They gets the rebound. Pelicans pushing it up the floor. Jordan Poole, crossover. Out to Bay, out to Poole. Dangerous cross-court pass to Jones. Those to Poole, to Murphy. 3, bang. Good movement there by the Pelicans. Castle rises up and it gets an easy dunk. And again, the Pelicans do not have a really good shot blocker in there. They're going to have to figure out how to contain not only Wemby, but Castle, who's a good driver. Someone like Harper, who's a good driver. KJ, who's a good driver. And Zion throws it away. Castle the steal. Kick ball there on the fast break. Great dunk. Castle, when he jumps, it's so powerful because he goes up with two hands, 2 feet. It's a powerful dunk whenever he does it. You go Castle driving in. That's another easy layup. Again, I don't know what the Pelicans are gonna do. They're gonna have to figure out. They need surely they have some big guy out. Don't they have Yves Messi? Is he injured or something? Zion posting up Wemby. Sneaks it by Wemby. Good move there by Zion. Wemby had that. I thought he had that well guarded, but here, gave it to Wemby on top of the key. Gives it to Vassell. Sets the screen. Vassell out to Castle. Out to Champagne. Corner 3. Way off. Don't know if Poole got a piece of that. Here comes Zion. Gonna attack Wemby again. Drives. Spin move. And it's stolen by Wemby. Vassell on the fast break. Keeps it and an easy layup. So far, it is alarming how the Pelicans' interior defense looks. They have not Castle with some tough defense right here. They don't call a foul. Picks off Jordan Poole, but Pelicans call a timeout right before. Decent start for the Spurs right now. You got to be happy with their production inside. Again, you have not seen the Pelicans guard anything so far. If anyone is in chat right now, please let me know. Okay, I get what it's saying now. Oh, damn. So Castle look great so far. Again, the Pelicans have not shown that they can guard the paint really yet. When they don't have a big. I thought Missy played. He obviously does play for the Pelicans. Maybe he's injured. Maybe the Pelicans are going small to start the season. Zion's on the bench right now, so we're seeing who they're bringing in for him. Still doesn't look like they have a huge guy out there. Wemby is off the court pretty quickly. Cornette's in. I think they did that last game too against the Mavericks. It was Wemby didn't play too much in the first quarter. I think he ended up coming back in the first quarter, like late. There we go. Out to Jordan Poole, guarded by Castle. Gets a screen. Floater is off. Champagne gets the rebound. Throws it out to Castle. Castle gets stripped, and it is stolen. Throws it out to Jordan Poole on the fast break. Easy layup. Here we go. Vassell bringing up the ball. 13-11 now. Spurs leading. I probably shouldn't say that because the stream and the scoreboard is off. Vassell has the ball. Out to Champagne. Into Cornette. Easy layup. Spurs attacking that paint constantly. Go Poole gives it to Murphy. Pull up J is good. Castle bringing up the ball. Going to get a screen from Vassell and Cornette. He's going to work around it. Gives it to Vassell. Out for the corner. Three is off. Jones gets the rebound. Jones bringing up the ball. Gets a screen. Guarded by Castle. Gives it out. Jordan Poole. Crossed up. Champagne steals it. Champagne on the fast break. Easy layup. Good defense by Champagne there. I'm going to say, has been looking good defensively, but also the team as a whole has been looking much better defensively. I know it helps when you have Wemby and Cornette out there, but looks like everyone else is just more cohesive, growing up together. Looks good so far. Here you go. Jones, guarded by Vassell, gives it out. Nice pass off and an easy dunk. And that's Derek Queen. So they have Derek Queen. I forgot. He's a big. Not necessarily like a great shot blocker. He was more of an offensive player at Maryland. Has the potential to be really good, though. Pelicans drafted some interesting pieces. Jeremiah Fears, Queen. They have very interesting guys on their roster. Here we go. Castle gives it out to Barnes. Back out to Castle. He's going to shoot a three. It is off. Looked good, though. It's going to be a foul on Castle, they call right there. Looks like Castle's coming out. KJ's coming in. I think Dylan Harper's coming in as well. Yeah, so the lineup, we got Vassell, KJ, Champagny, Cornette, and Harper. Harper's going to guard Jeremiah Fears, the other rookie. He's going to get a screen. Fears floater over Harper is good. He wanted a foul call. Throw it into Vassell, and Harper's going to bring the ball up, guarded by Fears. Gets a high screen from Cornette. Harper attacks the paint, right into Queen, and a reverse layup. That was easy for Harper. So poised, so calm right there. He looks so smooth the way he does it. He's just a rookie. Here we go. Jordan Poole gives it out to Queen. Queen's going to drive in on Cornette. He's going to go back to Cornette. Floater over Cornette is off. Cornette gets the rebound. Gives it out to Vassell. Vassell bringing up the ball. Gets a screen from Champagny. Out to Cornette. Back to Vassell. Vassell, hard fall away shot. And Cornette gets the offensive rebound and gets fouled. Vassell wanted a foul call too. Shown the replay of Harper, who goes right into the body of Queen and then steps over with the right-handed layup. Really good play by Harper there. Good screen set by Cornette too. Cornette's first free throw is off, front rim. I don't know if Cornette's a great free throw shooter. We struggled in the last game with our free throws a lot. So that will need to be improved. That was a problem for us last year. And honestly, just overall shooting is going to be our weakness, it seems like. But hopefully we can get better. Hopefully we can improve as the season goes on. Cornette hits the second free throw. You have still guys like Castle, who's hopefully trying to improve. Sohan, who can improve. KJ, who can hopefully get back to what he was back in that 1 year where he was shooting like 40% at the three. Vassell's a good shooter. Harper is still young. Fox, hopefully he can get back to what he was. KJ gets the rebound. Out to Vassell. Vassell misses the layup, but KJ's there to clean up the glass. Now Pelicans going quick here. Jordan Poole fakes the three and hits it. Fakes the three, has him fly by, and then knocks it down. Good play by Jordan Poole there. I hope Jordan Poole does well here in New Orleans. Again, they have a lot of interesting pieces. Wemby seems going to the scoreboard. He's going to come back in. KJ gives it to Cornette. Out to Champagny, who dribbles to Cornette, who drops it, and then he goes up for the dunk but gets fouled. Pelicans' interior defense looks terrible right now. There's going to be a timeout call. Like, it looks bad right now. Spurs have been getting whatever they want so far. Well, we'll take that. I feel like I'm not doing it right because I'm not paying my full attention to it. I'll actually be right back. I have to go pee. Alright, sorry, I am back. During halftime, I'll definitely take a break. Go and work on stuff probably. Unless I got people in the chat and I got people watching, then of course I would like to stay. Give my 2 cents. Spurs look pretty good so far. Defensively haven't looked great. Pelicans have hit some tough shots. We've turned the ball over a couple of times. I would really like to see how this game goes on and how the Pelicans are going to guard Wemby. And to see how Wemby does in this game after that monster game a couple of days ago, because he can't really replicate that. I don't think he's going to try to replicate that, but there's pressure, it seems like now. People are saying he's now like in conversation for best player in the league. So it'll be interesting to see his shot selection, how he does. He shot really well from the field against the Mavericks. But Wemby so far defensively like has been blocking Zion. Obviously the first play where he got the foul on the Zion dunk wasn't really a poster. People say, they poster Wemby, but in that play, he didn't even really have any business getting into that play and contesting it. He's just so long that he did. There we go, though. Cornette at the line. Spurs are going to rock that 2 big man lineup. McLaughlin's in, Dylan Harper's in, and KJ at the 3. Cornette's first free throw is good off the front rim. Cornette's second free throw is short. He gets his own rebound and dunks it. Easy for Cornette. And they were saying that French Vanilla, the Wemby and Cornette pairing, was only used for like 3 minutes together in the last game. So we'll see if they play more. They seem to play more in the preseason. Here we go. Jordan Poole driving in on Harper, gets a foul call. Dylan Harper, I've noticed he's had a couple of fouls now on the defense. But he's playing with aggression, he's playing with intensity. So I like that. I think he will be a fine defender because he has the tools to be so. There's a technical foul. Excuse me. I guess it was defensive 3 seconds. Which I feel like might happen a lot with Wemby and Cornette out there together. Because they're both used to doing that. So we'll see how that works. Here we go. Poole gets the ball. I guess this is kind of Poole and Zion Williamson's team. Poole, pull up 3. Bang. He can do that for sure. Dylan Harper bringing up the ball. Guarded by Jeremiah Fears. He's going to get the screen from Cornette. He's going to work around it. Lobs it up to Cornette. And it's deflected. Good defense there by the Pelicans. Here we go. Poole guarded by McLaughlin. Gets the screen. Shoots the 3. Thought he got fouled. Dylan Harper bringing up the ball on the fast break. Quick layup is no good, but Cornette's there to clean it up. Jeremiah Fears guarded by Dylan Harper. They got the mismatch with Zion guarded by KJ. KJ does a good job deflecting it. Zion now has it. He's going to dribble. KJ with the rebound. McLaughlin has the ball. Trying to get it into Wemby, posting up Zion, who gets it at the top of the key. He's going to front him. Now they bring the double out to KJ, and it is blocked by Queen. McLaughlin out for 3. That is good. Cornette with a bunch of offensive rebounds to start this game. That's something I feel like the Spurs can get better at, is when they double team Wemby. I don't feel like they do a good job. I think Wemby could do a better job of finding the open man and being decisive. And then also that the Spurs just find the open man once he gets rid of it. They're going to call a foul, another foul here on Harper, which I don't agree with. It was away from the ball. Jordan Poole just kind of muscling his way with that contact. McLaughlin can shoot, though. He's been getting minutes because De'Aaron Fox is still out, because Olynyk's out, because Sohan is out. So he's going to get minutes here, but once those guys come back, he probably won't get many minutes. Here goes Zion. That's another foul on Harper. That's his 3rd. And he was just standing up straight, and I didn't like that call. But Harper also needs to be smart in that situation where you have 2 fouls already. You cannot take the risk there. Seems like they're going to keep Harper in, but I think that's his 3rd foul, which is not good. Zion Williamson makes the first free throw. If I'm the Spurs to guard Zion, you can put Wemby on him. It's not this is the best thing you can do. Wemby can kind of just stand back and protect the paint. I think KJ could do well on Zion, even though he's not as big. He's a good, strong defender for his size. Zion misses the second free throw. Dylan Harper bringing up the ball, gets that two-man screen from Wemby and Cornette. Throws it to Cornette, back to Wemby. And there's a foul on the entry pass trying to get it into Wemby. Zion pushed him, and Zion is not happy with that call. But again, the Pelicans really, I guess their only big that's playing right now is Queen, but they have Zion on him. I guess because Queen has to guard Cornette right now. I guess Missy is injured or something. Here we go. Harper has the ball. You can go 2 for 1 here if you're the Spurs. Harper pulls up, out to McLaughlin, out to KJ, who gets deflected, and they say it's out on the Pelicans. Spurs looking a little sloppy here to end out this first quarter. McLaughlin gets it to Wemby. Faded away 2 is off. KJ with the offensive rebound. McLaughlin, hounded by Fears, gets it to Wemby. And that was just a bad shot by Wemby. There was only like 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Spurs need to do a better job of getting that out quickly. And again, Wemby, he's being guarded by smaller guys. He cannot really necessarily dribble the ball like that against someone like Zion or Murphy. You can do that against Lively and Davis, but you cannot do that against Zion, who is better equipped to handle that. Cornette's coming out here. Champagny is going to come out on the floor. So, 14 seconds left here. See what the Pelicans do, but not. It's definitely some things the Spurs can improve on after this first quarter. They didn't have the best first quarter in the last game. They also did much better past after the first quarter. So we'll see how they adjust. Here goes Zion. Last possession. He's going to pass it out to Fears. One-legged fadeaway is good. 2 seconds left. KJ gets it into Harper. Harper's going to dribble up. Half-court shot is off. 30-27, tight game here to start. I feel like the Spurs could have done much better considering how bad the Pelicans' interior defense was to start this game. I feel like that's something they're going to need to exploit throughout this whole game. Wemby has 4 points, 3 rebounds, only 2 blocks, they say. Thought he had 3. 2 of 5 from the field so far, no free throw attempts. Castle was 7, looking really good. Luke Cornette with 8 and 5 already. He's been really good. So not a bad start. Could have done better. I'd like to see them do better as the game goes on. They're showing some Spurs commercials. I didn't know we had new Spurs commercials. I actually looked at the other day. I saw De'Aaron Fox in it. I'm like, Spurs HEB commercials. Yep. It's pretty funny. Not anything like the old school HEB commercials with Wemby and stuff. I mean, with Tim Duncan and all of them, but it was pretty good. I liked it. Let's see how the Spurs are going to do. Start the second quarter because I feel like they can do really good. I feel like they can do much better. But we'll see. Second quarter starting. Castle is back in the game. He's going to give it to Wemby at the free throw line. He's driving in on Zion. Spinning away, fade away is good. And that's just, Wemby's going to hit those consistently. There's nothing Zion can especially do. And it's just going to be so hard for players to guard that because he's so tall. And his release point is pretty high. So you can't really contest it. You'd only make it uncomfortable before the shot. Zion now has the ball on Wemby. Drives in on Wemby. Bully ball. And it is blocked by Wemby. No, sir. Zion drives in. And they're going to call a kick ball on that pass, which is really unfortunate for the Spurs because there's like 1 second left on the shot clock. Zion bullying Wemby inside, but gets good position. I mean, gets right under the basket, but Wemby's just so long that he can block that any day. It's really interesting, like I said, because if you told me last game, like, the best players to guard Wemby and this attack would be Lively and Davis, like the Mavericks front court. Murphy here for 3 is off. Is it Murphy or Murray? Am I tripping? Castle has the ball. Driving on Fears. Hesitation. Tough layup is off. And out of bounds on him, trying to get the offensive rebound. Pretty good defense there by Fears. But in this game, it's like the total opposite where it's like they don't have bigs. They have Queen out there. But, again, Queen's not really a good rim protector. And I guess Yves Missy is out. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Spurs go about attacking this Pelicans defense. In theory, it should be easier, right? My string kind of lagged out there for a second, but it looks like Wemby drew the foul there. Well, he just ran into Wemby standing straight up. That's kind of a whack call. They're not going to challenge it or anything. I think that's his second foul. Wemby's going to have to figure out how to guard these other guys, though. Like Zion is a completely different player than Anthony Davis and Lively. Just brute strength, and it's like a bowling ball in there. So let's see how Wemby can go about. Wemby for 3, fakes it, drives in. That's way too easy. He's so long, and when he fakes it like that and they overcommit, I mean, there's no one going to stop him when he drives in the paint. Carter Bryant's in the game, which I missed. Give it out to Bay. Guarded by Harrison Barnes, but he knocks down the 3 with Barnes right in his face. Good 3 there by Bay. Castle off the screen from Wemby. Out to Carter Bryant. Corner 3. Is off. And a foul down low as Wemby was trying to get the offensive rebound. So it's going to stay with the Spurs. Again, if you're Zion there, why are you overcommitting on a Wemby 3 when you can't really block it? Wemby seems way more committed to not shooting threes. Wemby has the ball here. You're going to get a screen from Castle. And that's just way too easy. Screen from Castle going right, and no one stepped up to block that, which I don't blame them, but at the same time, like, you have to do a better job for the Pelicans at protecting the paint against the Spurs team, which that's kind of like our bread and butter. Castle, Wemby, Harper. Zion driving out. Hawkins for 3. Is off. Offensive rebound. Murphy, the 3rd, is off. Pelicans keep it alive again and get the rebound. Out to Murphy. Guarded by Champagny. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Out to Hawkins, who's guarded by Wemby. Throws it out to Murphy. Corner wing 3 is good. Can't give 3 opportunities to an NBA team. And we're the longer, taller team. We should be getting those rebounds. It was kind of unfortunate the balls were tipping around and it kind of just went to the Pelicans, but still have to come up with defensive rebounds there. Can't give them 2 extra possessions. Wemby posting up Zion here. Castle gets it to him. Quick move by Wemby. Fadeaway 2 is in and out. We like that shot, though. That's because that's an easy look for Wemby. Castle almost gets a steal there by Fears just kind of losing the ball. So Murphy the third, guarded by Barnes now. Out to Bay for 3. Is good, and the Pelicans take the lead, and Mitch is going to call timeout, which I'm glad he did. I was just going to say they need to call timeout. Looking a little sloppy on certain possessions. Defensively, not as sound. Pelicans take the lead here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Messed up. So far to start this game, it looks like the Pelicans offense is posing some problems for this San Antonio defense. They're not as big, which I guess is helping them maybe because they're a little quicker. Their outside shooting may be a little better too. Lively wasn't the best 3-point shooter. Flag did not shoot well. So it's like my stream's going out a little bit here, which is not great. I'm going to try this. Which that is way behind when I think it's because I've been waiting. We'll see though. Hopefully I can get it up. Again, the thing is my laptop is old as... You know what? So sometimes it struggles. And I cannot get it to work. It's not even the Wi-Fi that's bad. It's just this laptop is so slow that sometimes streaming things, like even like Netflix or something, if I try to do it on this laptop, it is just slow and it falls behind. Here we go. I think we're making some progress. Never mind that. Thought it was. Yeah, it is not. Yeah, this laptop is just old, and it is not working right now. Sadly. Let me see. I'm trying to get it up because I know the game's happening right now. I'm just gonna X that out. Okay, let's see if this works. Right now, the Heat are beating the Grizzlies 65-34, and it's about halfway through the second quarter, which is crazy. Sorry to anyone watching right now. My stream is. I do need a new laptop because this one is old as. Let's see. My stream, I see it lagging right now. It is not working right now. Sadly. Dodgers right now up 1-0 on the Blue Jays. I really hope the Blue Jays win. I think a lot of people are rooting for the Blue Jays. The problem is I can't really afford a new laptop right now. You know what? I'm gonna try to do it on my phone. For now at least, which I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier, but here we go. Looks like the stream's back up for now at least. I'm gonna still try to do it on my phone. The Pelicans keeping it close right now. Done a decent job making Wemby a little uncomfortable, it seems like. I feel like they're not going to Wemby nearly as much as they did in the last game. Here we go, Dylan Harper here. Gonna get the screen from Cornette. Out to Vassell. Spot up three is good. I believe that's Vassell's first bucket of the game. Okay, I got it working. We'll see how long I keep it this way. I'm going to see till halftime what kind of works and what kind of doesn't. And I'll go from there. So Harper does have 3 fouls now, I think. He picked up 1 right there. So I guess he just had 2 prior. Johnson's strong drive and they finally call a foul. Something I feel like the Spurs are really missing right now, which would really help them out, is another really good defender like Sohan, some outside shooting like Olynyk, and then another guy who can really penetrate and create offensively. Because I feel like Castle, as great as he looked in the first game, I don't think he's all the way there yet and polished. Neither is Harper because it's obviously just only his second game. But Fox can really help there for the Spurs, I feel like. KJ, ugly free throw. I'm I'm also hungry as shit. I have not eaten yet my dinner. I'm gonna have to wait till after the game. I'm not gonna have time to eat anything before. So KJ misses the second free throw. That's gonna come back to haunt us. Harper outside three is off. KJ gets the rebound. Cornette is cleaning up on the offensive rebounds. Which he's really, I guess Wemby, you can't say he's a real big like that. They're going to call a foul here on Luke Cornette. Looks like the Pelicans called a timeout. I don't know what happened under the basket as that was happening. Well, Cornette's complaining. Mitch Johnson's looking for an explanation. Cornette was going for the ball as they kind of called a timeout, and then Jordan Poole continued to drive, which is dumb by both parties, if you ask me. But Cornette just, that needs to be something you just let go. But dude looks like RJ3. Can you give me the micronutrient profile, including 13 vitamins and 13 minerals, of 70 grams of HEB dry roasted and unsalted peanuts? Could you just give me the list and also the percentage of the daily values? Guess it's close enough. Potassium, 10%. Yeah, we'll leave that. Again, I do apologize if anyone is watching right now. I just really don't know that you're here right now, so I'm just kind of working on other stuff during commercials. So Pelicans feel like they're shooting like their fifth 10-0 free throw of this game. They had a defense of 3 seconds. I honestly don't know what else there was. But Pelicans staying in this game, I feel like we're just not playing the best right now. Hopefully we figure it out by the time it's the second half. Here we go. French Vanilla is on the court. Wemby, another block on Herb Jones. Had him turned around, but too long. Spurs get the rebound. Gives out to Dylan Harper. Gives it out to Wemby. Gets a screen from Cornette. Back to Cornette. Easy. which we love to see that. We love to see the Cornet and Wemby pick and roll. So fun to watch. Pull the air ball right there. Good move, but couldn't finish it. Wemby bringing up the ball. Offensive foul here on Devin Vassell. And a travel there. There we go. Harper bringing up the ball. Cornet's going to get them the screen. Harper right back to Cornet. Easy dunk. I feel like that's something the Spurs need to exploit more, is that the interior defense of the Pelicans does not look good right now. Jordan Poole switch on Cornet, but misses the layup. Wemby throws it to Vassell on the fast break. Out to KJ, who's going to drive. Strong finish. Misses it. Wemby gets the rebound, and that's good. There we go. Murphy has the ball, guarded by KJ. Pull back three is off. Harper gets the rebound. Out to Vassell. Wing three is off. Wemby, who just tips it out, gets it back, and gets fouled. He just went right over Herb Jones and tipped it out. Pelicans want a foul, and we're going to show the replay here. I think it was Herb Jones was boxing Wemby out, but there wasn't really much... like, Wemby didn't jump into Herb Jones. I feel like that's why they didn't call the foul. Was it a foul? Probably. And someone just got a technical foul. Wasn't paying attention. Herb Jones was the one that got technical foul. Makes sense. Vassell misses the free throw. And again, Vassell is a good free throw shooter. It just, we as a whole have not been shooting the ball well from the free throw line. Here we go. Harper has the ball. Wemby's going to get him the screen to the right. Harper fakes it to Wemby. Now they get it to him. Who goes right into him. Throws it out to KJ. Misses the corner three. So on right into Wemby, and they call a foul late. Wemby out of position, Zion jumps right into him. Late whistle. If you're Wemby, you cannot really guard Zion out on the perimeter. That's only Wemby's second foul. I thought it would be more. Wemby gets the rebound off Zion's miss. Pelicans doing a zone here. They get it to Vassell. And a foul as he was throwing the lob up to Cornet. Like what the Spurs did there, they noticed the zone quickly and they went right into action. So there we go. Harper has the ball. Out to KJ. Out to Vassell. Fakes the three. Now pulls up. Is off. Zion gets the rebound. Wemby getting back because he does need to get back. Cornette's going to bring up. Zion loses it. Gets it back. Out to Bay. 3 is good. Pelicans staying in this game just as it feels like the Spurs could have taken a little lead there. Here we go. Harper gets the screen, splits it. Out to Vassell. Doesn't shoot the 3. Back out to Harper. Back out to Vassell, who pulls up. Mid-range is way off. Vassell just way off balance there. Poole tries Wemby, but it is blocked. Wemby has, I don't know how many blocks already. And it was a good move by Poole, but Wemby's just so long, he's able to recover. Wemby has 12, 8, and 5. He's going to come out here with like a minute or so left. Harper is going to drive. Strong take, and they finally call the foul late. What about the B7, iodine, chromium, and molybdenum content? I think Harper missed that free throw. We have been struggling from the free throw line. And I get it, we're not a team of shooters, but like free throws are easy, bro. I make 10 out of 10 easy. Harper makes the second one. Just give me an estimate and the percentage of the daily values. Zion right into KJ, but KJ was straight up and they call a foul. And KJ is not happy, and I don't blame him. KJ played that defense well, did all he could, put his hands up, and Zion just kind of runs into him and leans into him, and they call the foul. I think Zion missed that free throw too, so Pelicans struggling from the free throw line too, in particular Zion. Zion makes the second free throw. Looks like the Pelicans are doing a 2-3 zone. Harper, tough layup contest is off. Quinn gets the rebound. Out to Bay. Good pass to Murphy with an easy dunk. Spurs were not set. And just like that, I mean, Pelicans are right in this game. It's going to be like that going into the second half. Go Harper here, navigating the screen from Cornette. Throws it up to, who knows if it was KJ or Cornette, but they both kind of went for it, and it was not good. Pelicans go 2 for 1 here. Derek Queen, tough shot in the paint. So Spurs have the ball here. Won't have the last possession, but Harper has it, letting the time go down. Out to Vassell. 3 is off. KJ gets the offensive rebound put back. KJ's been really good offensive rebound for us in these first 2 games. Pelicans will get the final shot here. Vassell stole the ball, but was out of bounds as he stole it. Castle coming back into the game. Gave it to Quinn, but he traveled. And Wemby's going to come back in for this final possession. Terrible possession there by the Spurs. Castle just lost it. Zion going for the ball, and then KJ goes for the ball and fouls him, which he really didn't have to do because there's less than a second here on the clock, and now they're going to get free throws out of it. You just let Zion pick that up and chuck up a three real quick. Silly foul by KJ and just bad possession there by Castle and the Spurs. So Pelicans are going to go into the half with the lead. Which, being the way we've been able to get into the paint and score so easily, it does not seem like we should be down. I feel like turnovers are a problem. We have 8 turnovers to start this game. Have not shot it well from 3. Pelicans have. So Spurs are going to have to make some adjustments. I think they need to clean up the turnovers, obviously. Learn how to guard this Pelicans team with consistency. And attack the paint more and more. I will be back. And I will be back, guys. Oh, it's starting. Okay, here we go. Second half. Second half starting here right now. Gets a wide to Wemby and quick, easy bucket for Wemby. Zion has the ball. Gives it out to Murphy. Floater is good. Castle bringing up the ball. Give it to Wemby at the wing. He's going to get double screen by Champagny and Castle. Out to Champagny for the three. It's like his first shot of the game, I feel like. And it just misses. Get out to Zion. Guarded by Vassell. Good defense there by the Spurs. Castle on the fast break. Up to Wemby, and that's another lob. Easy dunk. When the Spurs get in transition and Wemby's there too, it's like it's easy. Easy points every day. Jordan Poole is out of bounds. Thought he was pushed there, but Wemby drives in and had a layup essentially, but he missed it. But it's going to be 2 free throws for Wemby. Again, when Wemby drives, it's going to be hard to stop him as he gets stronger and gets more comfortable. Wemby's first free throw is good. Yo, Arby's got these new steak nugget things. I want to go try that. Wemby misses the second free throw, and the free throw struggles continue for the Spurs. Even for our better free throw shooters like Wemby, like Vassell. Just hasn't been there. Murphy drives in the lane. It misses. 2 Spurs there to contest it. Castle gets the rebound. He's on the break. Gives it out to Wemby. For 3. Is in and out. That's his first 3. I'm glad Wemby still shoots those, but he needs to keep the defense honest. He needs to prove that he can still hit those. Wemby, another block on Sadiq Bey. Gives it to Wemby on the break. Easy. Right to the Vassell and right back to Wemby. Him on the fast break it's scary. It's hard to guard. It's hard to guard. Another block from him. I believe he's up to 6 blocks already. Decent start for the Spurs here. Yeah, I'm just hungry, bro. Arby's got these steak nuggets. And I want to try, and they have the steak nuggets on their own. They have the steak nugget sandwich, which looks really good. And they have a steak nugget bowl, which I want to try all of them. But if I eat all of that, it's like 2,000 calories. Yeah, the steak nugget sandwich meal, which I would get because I want some fries too, is about 1,300 calories. The bowl on its own is about 900. So you got 2,200 calories. And then I want to try some steak nuggets by themselves, which the smallest you can get is a 5-piece, which is another 340. So that's about 2.5K calories right there. I'm tempted to try it all though, bro. I'm just hungry. It's hella expensive though. Damn. Looking at the price. Maybe I don't. Never mind. I don't know, bro. I might end up being a fat pig and eating all that. But good start here for the Spurs. Keep fitting it to Wemby. Keep going, driving in the paint because again, the Pelicans don't really have a interior defender who can guard someone like Castle, who can guard someone like Wemby. It was proven in the first half where Cornette and Wemby were the leading scorers with like 12 each. And now Wemby is up to like 15, 17. So, if I'm the Spurs, I'm keep doing that. Keep attacking till they either foul you or stop you. And they haven't been able to really show that they can't stop you consistently. So, that's the way I see it. That's what I would do if I was the Spurs. Pelicans playing a decent game so far, though. Shot it well from three. Got into their spots. Have struggled from the free throw line as well. Created some turnovers. Zion looks pretty good. Jordan Poole's look pretty good. Murphy hasn't played that well. I feel like I haven't noticed him much. They have a really interesting team. Like, I think in this West they'll be one of the worst teams, but they're not. If they're in the East, I feel like they'd be competing for a play-in. Guys like Jordan Poole, assuming they stay healthy. Zion, Jordan Poole, Yves Messi. You have Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fears, Murphy, Sadiq Bey. You have so many interesting pieces on this team. Yeah, they could probably do with another rim protector. They signed DeAndre Jordan, I think, today. So he'll possibly be the backup big now. See how that looks. Here you go. So there's some full court pressure here. Herb Jones. Driving on Vassell. Gets the screen from Zion. Zion gives it to Murphy. Murphy out to Jones. Open three is off. Harrison Barnes gets the rebound and throws it in Champagny. And out to Wemby. Spurs on the break here. Wemby out to Vassell. Corner three. This should be money, and it is. There you go. Zion bringing up the ball. He's guarded by Wemby. Wemby's sagging off him, which he needs to do. Zion posting on Wemby now. Throws it out to Murphy. Out to Jordan Poole. Sadiq Bey, corner three. Wide open. Gets his own rebound. Gets it back to Zion, who is wide open. Spurs got to get those rebounds, man. Vassell bringing up the ball. Gives it to Wemby at the top of the key. Back to Vassell. Out to Castle. Spot up three is off. They're leaving Castle wide open, which you probably should do. So Castle proves he can hit those. Jordan Poole, quick three from the corner, and just like that, Mitch Johnson not happy with Spurs defense there, and I agree. I mean, wide open threes, both ends, offensive rebound leads to another point. It's just, I feel like the defense intensity and the continuity they had against the Mavs is just not there right now. I don't know what it is, but so if you can get 900 calories worth in the steak bowl, and that's $10, as opposed to the steak nuggets, which are 340 calories for $5, there's more value in. So I think I'll get the steak nugget sandwich meal plus the steak nugget bowl by itself. That'll run me $25, about give me about 2,100 calories, which is a lot, but I eat a lot at dinner, and I'm just hungry, so especially if it's good food, like I can eat a lot, so it should be good. Bro, I need to stop. I'm just so hungry. I need to stop thinking about food. Yeah, Wemby right now with 19, 8, and 6 blocks. Castle's been struggling. Vassell's been decent, and Cornette's been really good off the bench. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan's been in the league for a long time. Just seems to stay around. Here we go. Spurs out the timeout. See what they're going to do here. Trying to get into Wemby. Castle corner 3 is good. Castle needed that. He's up to 10 points. And again, Castle needs to keep defenses honest. Because he's such a good driver that teams are going to sag off and make him shoot the 3. But if he can hit, again, just a little better than he did last year at like 32%, I think that can do him a lot. Wemby guarding Zion here. Poole, top of the key 3, fakes it to Murphy. Good 3 look, but it is off. Castle gets the rebound. Castle now driving. Throws it to Barnes, and that was a little indecisive by Castle and just kind of threw it to Barnes last second. So I get why Barnes wasn't exactly ready for it. Wemby with another block. Wemby another block. My goodness. 2 blocks on 1 play. Castle did a good job contesting so Wemby could get back and block that first shot. Pelicans have it again and they go up. They test Wemby again, but he blocks it again. Wemby has like, what was that, 7, 8 blocks now? 7 blocks. 19, 8, and 7. Thought he had that first block, but it's not counting it. Guess Castle might have got a piece of it. Wemby deflects that from Zion. Murphy, corner 3. It is not in time. Good defense there by the Spurs. Shot clock violation. Turnovers pretty consistent. I mean, pretty even so far. Spurs with 8. Pelicans with 9. Pelicans 10 points off of our 9 turnovers. We have 13 points off their 8 turnovers. Here we go. Spurs running their offense. Barnes swings it to Vassell. Gets the screen from Wemby. Back to Wemby, who drives in. And put back off his own miss. Wow. Zion drives on the other end and is fouled. Good play by the Spurs. Wemby had a tough contested layup there. Misses it, but gets his own rebound and just dunks it easily. So long, so tall. He just wins and gets it off his own miss. Puts it right back. Zion coming off the floor here. Queen's coming in the game. He's looked pretty decent so far, I'm not going to lie. Castle guarding Poole here. Gets it to Queen on top of the key. Gives it to Murphy, excuse me. Keep saying Murray. At City Bay, out to Poole. Long range 3 is off the front iron. Champagne gets the rebound. Gives it to Wemby, bringing up the ball. Throws it to Castle. Castle drives, spin move. Stripped by Jordan Poole, who tries to save it in bounds, but throws it out of bounds. Good defense by Jordan Poole there, because that was a good move by Castle. Here we go. Cornette coming in, I would assume, for Wemby. Wemby goes to the bench. Here we go. Gets it in to Cornette. Cornette loses it, but it comes out to Champagne. Back to Cornette. Out to Vassell for the corner. Misses the corner 3. Pelicans get the rebound. Vassell got to hit those. Great pass by Queen there. Backdoor cut by Murphy. Vassell fouls him. It's going to be 2 free throws for Murphy, I believe. Never mind, it's not going to be free throws. You're going to say side out. Go. Jeremiah Fears coming in. Derek Queen posting up here on Champagny. Good spin move, and it rolls in. Derek Queen has that touch. If he can get polished, if he can continue to grow, he can be a really good offensive player in this league. Here goes Stephon Castle. They're just playing so off him. He's going to shoot the three. It is off. They're daring him to shoot, and so far it's working out for the Pelicans. Jeremiah Fears driving, loses the ball. Double dribble by Jeremiah Fears. Another turnover by the Pelicans here. Here we go. Harrison Barnes was heading to the locker room, but I think he's getting on the bike. Here we go. Vassell has it. Throws it into KJ, but KJ wasn't set yet, and that's another turnover by the Spurs. Spurs need to try to pull away here in this third quarter, but still staying a game for the Spurs and the Pelicans. Turnovers, not communicating on defense, keeping the Pelicans in this game. Jordan Poole draws another foul on Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper needs to be smarter with these savvy guards because they're going to do that when you're playing tough defense. You got to be smarter with these guards. They know how to, when they feel contact, to get a foul call. I like the intensity and the defensive pressure from Harper, but it's got to be smarter. Jordan Poole navigating the screen. Throws it out to Jones. Out to Jeremiah Fears. He's going to drive. Layup over Cornette is missed, but Queen's there for the tip-in. Harper has the ball right now. He's going to throw it out to Vassell. Open three. Money. Vassell can do that. Vassell's having a good game. Seems like he's embracing that role of the role player as the offensive. Sometimes if you need a bucket. Quick pass to Jones, who misses the reverse layup. KJ throws it to Vassell. Vassell gonna same spot, same result. Devin Vassell, 2 3-pointers, and the Spurs now have a 9-point lead. Vassell's good, man. It's the reason we paid him about $30 million a year. Like, he's good. Bro, I can't stop thinking about food now. I should have just waited till like the fourth quarter to start looking for food. But I'm hungry, man. Let's look at some other NBA scores. Actually, let's check the World Series first. It is 2-2 at the top of the fifth. So I believe Dodgers are up 2-0 with a man on base like in the second. And now Blue Jays tied it up. Hope it's a good World Series. I'll try to maybe watch a couple of games if it gets like into Game 6, Game 7. Maybe even Game 5 after 2-2. But so right now, what else is happening in the NBA? The Hawks beat the Magic today. Bucks beat the Raptors. Giannis with 31, 20, and 7. Bro, I'm telling people keep sleeping on Giannis. Even after people were saying like Wemby, oh, he's top 3 player in the league right now. He's only really behind SGA and Jokic. It's like, nah. I think Jokic and Giannis are the consensus 1-2. I think SGA, as good as he is not nearly as defensive, has as much defensive potential. Not even potential, just not as good as a defender as Giannis. And he has such a great team that it's easy to work around that. Where Giannis he's really the only guy on that team. Queen blocked by Cornette there, and then fouls Cornette off the rebound. Queen trying to work on Cornette inside, but Cornette good defense. Something that's so apparent already is that when Wemby goes to the floor, the Spurs defense does not totally go downhill. Like it's still an obvious drop off, but Cornette is such a much better backup center. Harper, who splits the screen, throws it up to Cornette. I feel like he should have just floated that in. Jeremiah Fears now, corner 3 on the other end, is off. Cornette had the rebound. Johnson was trying to get the rebound too and knocked it out of his hand. You like the intensity, but just, again, frustrating plays like that. Keeping the Pelicans in this game. Pelicans doing a zone. Vassell, another three. On the other side, it is short. They're going to call a foul on KJ. Pushing down Jordan Poole, trying to get the offensive rebound. I like how decisive the Spurs are when they go into a zone. As Wemby comes back on the floor here with McLaughlin. Vassell and Castle, I believe, are going to the bench. Jeremiah Fears, good crossover. Step back, jumper is good. Look, little 5-0 run or 4-0 run here by the Pelicans after the timeout. So Pelicans are still in that zone. See how the Spurs are going to navigate it with the two big man lineup. Throws it out to the wing to Harper. Trying to get it into Wemby. They finally do. He throws it to Cornette. Gets it. And that's an easy two. Almost stole the pass because it was kind of a lazy pass for Wemby, I'm not going to lie. But Cornette was able to handle it. Gets the 2 points. Jordan Poole lost it. Gets it out to Fears. Drives on Cornette. And they call a foul on Cornette. Fears is fast. Again, I'm not high on Fears. I never was. Coming out of college. Not high to the extent that people drafted him at. And I'm not sure when the Pelicans drafted him. But I know, like, during the pre-draft process, people were saying he should be, like, top 10. Even top 15, I didn't feel like he was that. He misses the first free throw here. The shooting struggles is a concern. He's a good athlete. But he's ball dominant, I feel like, if he wants to be impactful. And so I feel like you have to learn a lot. I think he can still be a really good player, but I'm just not as high on Jeremiah Fears as a lot of people are. But he's definitely an interesting player. Makes the second free throw. So this is a 5-0 run here by the Pelicans now. Spurs trying to navigate this zone. McLaughlin calling for the screen from Wemby. Gets it. Throws it to Harper into Wemby, who tried to get it into Cornette, but is tipped. Which I feel like Wemby should have just gone up with it himself there. He was close enough to the rim. They throw it to Harper. Corner three is off. And the Spurs are going away from what they were really thriving in, was attacking the paint. They have 50 paint points. Tipped there by McLaughlin on the pass. We have like 50 points in the paint compared to the Pelicans, like 36 or 38 or something. It's like we're just abandoning that right now. We're not shooting the ball well. You need to continue to attack the paint. Sell's got 20. Have a really good game here. There we go. Murphy has the ball, guarded by KJ. Gets a screen from Zion. Floats it up, and it is good. Spurs, they don't score here, and the Pelicans score again. I would expect a timeout from Mitch here. Harper out to McLaughlin. Back to Harper. Harper now driving. Tough take to the rim. Wemby trying to get the offensive rebound. Ends up to Cornette. KJ to Harper. Drives in. Another tough layup. They're not calling anything. Harper wanting the foul call, and I think he would have gotten on the first. I think he should have gotten on the first drive. The second drive was good defense. There you go, Spurs. Get it to Wemby. Spin move. Tough fadeaway jumper. Misses, but Cornette trying to get the offensive rebound is no good. Again, Pelicans have a chance here. Zion dribbling out. Murphy for three. Is off. KJ gets the rebound. Out to McLaughlin. Get it to Wemby. Back to Cornette in the paint. Backdoor cut for KJ. Big body. Finally, we score. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. Bad pass there by Murphy. Throwing out to no one in the corner. So Spurs have the opportunity to go 2 for 1 here. Wemby passed out to McLaughlin. Misses the 3. Cornette trying to get the offensive rebound. KJ there battling too. And they call a foul on Queen here. No, they call it on KJ. Okay. I was surprised. I was like, I thought KJ initiated the contact. Good take trying to get the 2 for 1 there. Now Queen's going to shoot free throws here. Guess we're in the bonus. They're in the bonus. Derek Queen's first free throw is good. Queen hits the second free throw. Spurs, see if they're going to go quick here. They're not going to, it looks like. McLaughlin out to Vassell. Open 3 is short. Jeremiah Fears on the break. Out to Hawkins and slams it in. 15 seconds left. Again, when Spurs have a chance to like extend this lead, they just don't do it. And just like that, we're going to go into the fourth quarter with the game on our hands. Vassell has it here. Gets a screen from Wemby. Trying to look to Wemby inside. Isn't there. Gets it to Cornette. Now they get it to Wemby. 2 seconds left. Wemby wanted a foul there as Zion tried to poke the ball out. Doesn't get it though. Yeah, frustrating because we had like a point in the game that we're up by like 9 and we let the Pelicans claw right back into it. I mean, it's tough. Timberwolves playing Lakers tonight. That should be a good game. I'll try to keep up with that game tonight. Other scores in the NBA right now, we got Wizards beating the Mavericks 68-56. Oh shoot. We got the Pistons beating the Rockets 73-71. Is that the Thompson Bowl? Yep, Asor with 15. Amen with 4. So I'll start winning this game. This matchup. Yeah, Heat are right now up 122-79 on the Grizzlies with the fourth quarter just starting. That's crazy. Cavs and Nets have a close game. And then Knicks are beating the Celtics 83-95 in the fourth. I think the Celtics can still make the playoffs despite Jason Tatum and losing guys like Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. But I don't think they're making a deep playoff run, for sure. I feel like Jaylen Brown, Derek White, their coach, their system, Peyton Pritchard, their defense is good enough to make it in a weaker Eastern Conference. Has anyone also noticed that literally every team is like scoring over 100 in all these games? Possibly Celtics don't score over 100 tonight. Grizzlies may not either in these blowout games. I'm not even sure what like the average points are for NBA teams in a game. So here we go. Spurs up by 2 going into this fourth quarter. To start the fourth is quick foul. Wemby out there right now. I don't know if he's going to play this full fourth quarter. I don't think he would. Got Castle, Barnes, Champagny, and KJ out there. Good backdoor cut from Jeremiah Fears there. Good pass from Zion, and it's a tie game. Spurs, I think they got to go back into attacking the paint. Champagny gets it to Wemby. Jeremiah Fears, another pull-up shot is off. Wemby gets the rebound. Gets it to KJ. Wemby fakes the three. Steps back on Queen. Throws it out to Castle. Out to Barnes. Corner three. Is off. Pelicans get the rebound. We have not been shooting the ball well. Pelicans can take the lead here. Zion guarded by KJ. Wemby's coming to help. They throw it out to Murphy. Top of the key three is good. Pelicans have 3-point lead here. Castle, who struggled in this game. They call foul on Queen as he was trying to position himself in front of Wemby. I would attack Queen because I think the Pelicans are going to try to let Queen guard him, Wemby one-on-one at least, to start, to see. But I think Wemby wins that matchup. Wemby has the ball. Gets the screen. Triple teamed out to Champagny. 4-3 is off. I'm telling you, man, even our three-point shooters, Harrison Barnes, Champagny, missing some threes. Zion Williamson gets fouled by KJ on the drive. Don't know what Wemby was doing there as he ran up to Murphy to guard him. He should have stayed back. Spurs have no rhythm on offense right now. Momentum's on the Pelicans side. Oh, KJ fouled out. Dang. Didn't think he was in foul trouble. I haven't really noticed him getting all those fouls. But he's done for the night. Harper comes in for him. Zion makes the first free throw. And if you're the Spurs here, you need to keep this game close. As the Pelicans have momentum right now, up by 4, because I don't think Wemby's going to play this whole fourth quarter. So he's going to come out at 1 point. And you're going to have to sustain when he does. Pelicans now up by 5 after Zion hits the next free throw. Here we go. Castle has the ball. He's bringing up the ball. Gets it to Wemby, guarded by Queen. Quick move. Wemby drives in. And then Zion tries to strip him, but he gets fouled. Maybe it was on Queen, actually. But again, I mean, if that's what they're going to do when Wemby gets the ball, I mean, you keep going to Wemby if they have to double team. Try to find the open guy. Wemby makes the first free throw. Wemby's second free throw is good. Here goes Zion has the ball, who's guarded by Wemby. Wemby's sagging off him. Pokes the ball out. Gets it out to Murphy. Murphy trying to cross up Barnes. Gets a tough shot off. Zion with a putback jam. As Wemby went for the block, there's no one there to clean it up. Spurs going somewhat quick here. Harper gets the screen from Wemby. Out to Castle, who drives. Out to Barnes. Fakes the corner three. Who throws it up to Wemby, who was getting pushed out as he got that lob, but still makes it. They didn't call a foul, which they should have. Hawkins, corner three. Bang. That's what he does. Mitch Johnson calls a timeout. Spurs down by 6 here. Just under 9 minutes to go. Spurs down by 6. Really no other offense besides Vassell and Wemby tonight. And then Cornette off of like offensive rebounds and stuff. If I'm Mitch Johnson, especially with Keldon out, I'm not mad. I would try to get Wemby to play till maybe about the 8-minute mark. And then bring in Cornette for him. Try to sustain. Bring in Vassell at the same time too, so you have the hot hand on offense. And then around at the 6-minute mark, 5-minute mark, as long as it's still a tight game, you bring Wemby back in, and you have that double big lineup, which I feel like has been working. Defensively, it might cause you some problems because you don't have the quickness to protect the perimeter. But I think that's something you live with right now. That's what I would do if I was Mitch Johnson. Like I said, I don't think Wemby's going to play this full fourth quarter. He played in the third and the start of the fourth, so I don't think he's going to play this whole fourth quarter, but we'll see. Yeah, Wemby with 25, 10, and 8. Castle with 10. Vassell with 20. Luke Cornette with 14 and 9. KJ with 10 rebounds. But three-point shooting has been non-existent for the Spurs tonight. 25%, 8 of 32. Like I said, even our good three-point shooters, Harrison Barnes is 0 for 2. Julian Champagnie is 0 for 4. Wemby's 0 for 2. Castle 2 for 6. Vassell 5 for 12. So he's been shooting it pretty well. KJ was 0 for 1. Dylan Harper's 0 for 2. Not been a good shooting night for the Spurs, for sure. I feel like we're really missing Sohan in this game, who would be the primary defender on Zion. Because he can guard him out on the perimeter and inside the paint. Whereas Wemby kind of just has to guard him inside the paint, and then the smaller guys have to guard him only outside. Here we go. Castle has it. Trying to get it to Wemby, who's guarded by Queen. Throws it out to Champagnie. Out to Harper. Harper. Step back three on Zion. Misses it. Again, struggling from three-point line for the Spurs continues. Cornette and Vassell coming back on the court. We'll see if Wemby comes out. Zion drives over Wemby, and they call a foul. Okay, it was on Harrison Barnes. I'll say I didn't see Wemby foul him up top. So Wemby's going to stay on the court here as Cornet and Vassell come in. Harrison Barnes and Castle are going to leave, I believe. No, Wemby does come off. Yeah. So doing what I said they should do. Think Wemby will come back in a minute or two. Just give him a breather here. Zion makes the second free throw. Pelicans up by 8 right now. Spurs need to generate some offense. Have really struggled late third and in this early fourth quarter. Having troubles with the zone here. Harper throws it into Harrison Barnes. Back to Harper for 3 is good. We needed that. See how the Spurs are going to defend here. Cornet is guarding Zion, which is going to be hard. Throws right into Cornet, and Cornet, good defense, jumps straight up. Throw it to Harper on the break here. In and out, quickness, and that's a nice layup from Harper. Just like that, we're down by 3. That's what we needed. Needed that offense, needed that spark. Need to keep this close until Wemby comes back in. Harper, Vassell need to generate some offense. Cornet needs to hold Zion down here. Zion has the ball. Takes out the ball. He's going to throw it out to the pool. Guarded by Harper. Drive right. Loses the ball. Good defense by Harper. Here we go. Jones is coming in for the Pelicans as Jeremiah Fears leaves the court. And Derek Queen comes out, and Bay's going to come in. Zion Williamson is coming out. Probably get a little breather before he comes back in for the end of this fourth quarter. So good opportunity here for the Spurs to kind of slow down the offense, Pelicans offense, and claw back into this game or take the lead. Here we go. Harper getting the screen from Cornet. Pelicans doing a zone, though. Throws it into Cornet. Out to Champagnie. Out to Harrison Barnes. Corner 3. Is good. Harrison Barnes finally gets one. Tie game. Let's go. Let's go. Needed that. Here we go. Jordan Poole has the ball. Guarded by Harper. Gets the screen from Queen. Little floater. Short. Vassell gets the rebound. Out to Champagnie. Gets to Harper. Gets fouled on the layup. Harper getting this little burst. Giving this offense some juice here. So Harper here with 2 free throws. He struggled so far. Makes the first one. Spurs have the lead. I would keep Wemby out still, especially with Harper doing pretty good right now, taking the lead here. Give Wemby as much rest as he needs and let him stay on the bench until you have to bring him back in. Or around the 4-minute mark, if you can. Harper makes both free throws, which is big. We've been struggling at the free throw line. Here we go. Pelicans have the ball. He's going to get it to Murphy, guarded by Champagnie. Gives it out to Bay, who shoots over Cornet off the front rim, and Harper gets the rebound. Good, strong rebound from Harper. He's bringing it up. Drives in, fakes it, out to Champagnie, 4-3, is off. And there's going to be a foul inside as Cornet was trying to get the offensive rebound on Bay. Champagnie still has not hit his first 3, but Cornet, fighting on the offensive glass, gets the foul call. Spurs get another possession. Here we go. So, out to Cornet. Gets it to Harper. He's been the hot hand for the Spurs. Gets the screen from Cornet, loses the ball. Throws it out to Barnes. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Barnes has to do something here. Drives in, and that's an easy layup. I think Jones thought he had the angle on him, but Harrison Barnes just kept driving. 12-1 answer from the Spurs here. Jordan Poole. Out to Bay. Another 3. Is off. Champagnie gets the rebound. Mitch Johnson pleading Vassell to go quick here. Vassell out to Barnes. Vassell. Barnes going to drive. Floater misses. Champagnie with offensive rebound, and that's another Easy layup for the Spurs. And Pelicans call a timeout here. That's what we needed. We needed some juice. We needed some. And now this is interesting because now it's 5:28 left in this game. Spurs are up by 6, 194. I would assume Zion's going to come back in out of this timeout. I would assume. Do you bring Wemby in? Because Wemby is your best player, gives you that defense, but it's been working whatever has been working right now. If I'm the Spurs, I'm bringing in Wemby. Or am I? Honestly, I don't know. With 5:28 left, maybe you run with the guys you still have. If they bring in Zion back in, I think you need to bring in Wemby. But if they don't bring him in yet, then I would leave Wemby off the court. Wait to see what happens. If Pelicans maybe score a bucket, and then we don't score and they score again, then maybe you call timeout, bring Wemby back in. Give him that extra rest. All depends on what the Pelicans do here. At least for me, that's the way I see it. Let me see, how many minutes has Wemby played so far? Wemby at 28 minutes, so he hasn't played too much. You could bring Wemby easily back in right now. Here we go. We had a good game, though. Spurs clawing back into this game. And, of course, my laptop's messing up right now. But I think we're good. No, we're not, as I say that. Let me try this. Got a dog barking in the apartment above me. Barking at something. I would assume the Pelicans are going to bring Zion back in, especially since the Spurs had like a 12-0 run there. Zion, as I stand corrected, is still on the bench. And the Spurs have not brought in Wemby yet, so I agree with that decision. Jordan Poole has it. Gonna give it to Queen. Back to Poole. Guarded by Champagnie well here. Backdoor cut. Hangs in the air. Misses it. Fight for the rebound. Vassell ends up with it. Throws it out to Champagnie, but it was too far. And you just didn't need to do that if you're Vassell. Yes, Champagnie was running the break, but it was... You're in no rush right now, especially with the lead we have. You got 5 minutes to go. 14-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Zion's going to come into the scoreboard, and as does Wemby. Poole fakes the three, throws it to Queen. Good layup there. So if you're the Spurs here, you take your time here. Maybe call timeout. You're not going to. Going to wait for a dead ball to bring in Wemby. Gets it to Cornette. Looking for Vassell. Couldn't get it to him. Throws it to Vassell now. Defense by Murphy knocks it out. Pelicans on the break here. Jordan Poole, deep three. Misses. That was a bad shot by Poole there. Mitch Johnson telling them to slow it down, it seems like. To clear out the ray. For Cornette and Harper to run this pick and roll. Harper drives in. Went up for the layup, but good defense by Queen. Gets it to Poole, who drives in. Out to Jones, out to Murphy. Pulls up. Easy off the glass. Mitch Johnson should call timeout here. Not going to. It's a 2-point game and 4 minutes left to go. Harper gives it to Cornette. Gives it to Vassell. Out to Harper. Catch and shoot three is off. Cornette taps it out to Vassell. Good offensive rebound by Cornette. He's been big for us here. Harper out to Vassell. Open three. Misses. Spurs with another offensive rebound. Harper. There's going to be a foul there on his drive. Offensive rebounds have been big. Cornette's been huge for us down the stretch here, getting us second chance points. 3:20 to go, up by 2. I assume Wemby's going to come in here now, as will Zion. Oh, it's going to be 2 free throws for Harper, so. Got a close game, man. See if the Spurs can close it out. Harper's first free throw is good. Harper looks comfortable there. So Barnes is coming out. Champagne's coming out. Castle and Wemby come in. I agree with this lineup to finish out the series. Harper, you keep him in because he's been good. It kind of does suck that you now have 3 non-shooters out there. But you got to keep Harper in there because he's been the hot hand. He's been creating stuff for you, and you got to keep Cornette out there because it's been working. Harper makes the second free throw. Up by 4, 102-98, 3:19 left to go. Zion bringing up the ball. He's going to be guarded by Wemby. Wemby sagging off him. Wemby guarding him well. Zion picks up the ball. Throws it out to Murphy. Murphy guarded by Vassell. Off the top of the key. Out to Queen. He's going to shoot a 3. Way off. Zion gets the offensive rebound. Jordan Poole, floater from the free throw line with the shot clock going down, makes it. 100-102. Here we go. Stephon Castle throws it to Wemby, who throws it right here into the basket. What a play. Good pass by Castle, too. It was not open, but Wemby's tall enough to go and get it. Zion in the poster on Wemby. Wemby knocks it away, and then they're going to call a foul for him reaching in. Wemby did a good job knocking the ball out at first, but then he needs to retract his hand away. I don't think Wemby's in foul trouble. I think this is 4th. Here we go. 2.5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Spurs up by 4. Pelicans with the ball right here. Little confusion here right now as the refs are huddling up. Don't know what they're confused about or what's taking the delay. Yeah, Wemby is at 4 fouls. Oh, so they're going to take back Jordan Poole's floater, which he made with the shot clock running down a couple of plays ago, because it was not off in time. So that's big for the Spurs here. They're up by 6 now. 2.5 to go. That's what they were looking at. Jordan Poole struggling to get the ball in here, and he has to call a timeout. Good defensive intensity by the Spurs there. And bro, I don't want to leave now, but I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Here Here we go. Got a tight game here. Spurs offense came alive in the fourth, hitting shots they've been missing all game. Harper has been huge. Down the stretch here. If you're the Spurs here, you don't want to foul Zion. You want to guard the perimeter well. Don't overcommit to anything, though. Here we go. Quickly coming out of the commercial break. Queen in on Wemby, blocked. Wemby gets it, throws it out to Harper. I think Wemby got a piece of that. Man, quickly out of the commercial break. Harper throws it into Wemby. It was off. Pelicans on the break now. Fears is going to get 2 free throws here, driving in. Don't know if that was a bad pass by Harper there, or if Wemby just couldn't handle it. But why are the Spurs trying to go quick there? That's my thing. I know they're trying to get it into Wemby, but you got to be smart here. Time is on your side here. Jeremiah Fears makes the first free throw. Spurs up by 5 here. Jeremiah Fears' second free throw is good. Spurs up by 4, 2 minutes to go. Castle bringing up the ball. Assume they'll go to Harper to create or to Wemby. They're trying to get it into Wemby here. Get it out to Harper, Wemby's posting up Zion. He gets it. Wemby fakes the pass. They come with the double team. Throws it into Harper in the paint. Out to Castle for a corner 3. In and out. Cornet with the offensive rebound. Out to Wemby. He's open for 3. He's going to shoot it. Way off. Way off. Dang it. Jordan Poole driving in. Floater over Vassell is good. 2-point game. Minute and a half to go. Here we go. Castle bringing up the ball. They're trying to get it to Wemby. Lazy pass by Castle. Pelicans on the break. Good defense by Vassell, who gets it out of Zion's hands. But it was 3-on-1. Pelicans get the putback. It is a tie game with a minute to go. Lazy pass by Castle there. Murphy just went and got it. Here we go. 8-2 run by the Pelicans here. Castle driving in. Wemby almost saved it. Castle, 2 bad plays here down the stretch. Lazy bad passes by Castle here. That's not a good play by Castle there. 50 seconds to go, 104 left. Pelicans have the ball. See what they're going to do here. 5 turnovers this quarter by the Spurs. 2 in the last 2 possessions by Castle. Here we go. Zion's going to bring up the ball here. 45 seconds to go. Wemby's guarding him, sagging way off him. Now Cornet's guarding him. Zion's going to drive. Pull up is good. 31.5 seconds to go. Spurs, are they going to try to go quick here? Timeout's called. I think Spurs will go 2 for 1 here. The thing is, Spurs had this up by 6 with like 2 minutes to go. Harper then tried to go quick to Wemby. Turnover. Castle in the last 2 possessions. Lazy pass. Turnover. Bad pass to Wemby. Turnover. It's not what you want to see down the stretch. Like, you got to handle the ball. You have to protect the ball. I get on 2 of those possessions where Harper was trying to get it to him and Castle. You're trying to get it to Wemby. But you have to be smart, first of all. You can't be jittery. You can't try to force things. Zion with 22, 10, and 6. Good game from Zion. So Spurs, are they going to try to go 2 for 1 here with only 31.5 seconds to go? You could do a quick 2 for 1. But the problem with going for 2 for 1 now is that you're down by 2, and it's only 31.5 seconds. So even if you get a quick shot up, Pelicans have the ball, you might only get the ball back with like a couple of seconds. I don't think they're going to try to go 2 for 1 here, unless they get something down low to Wemby or Cornet that they like. But I don't imagine them going 2 for 1 here. I assume they're going to try to go to Harper or Wemby. Champagne's out there to shoot. He has not shot it well tonight, but he is a good three-point shooter. So let's see what the Mitch Johnson runs up here. Castle's going to bring up the ball. Not going to go 2 for 1. Going to get a screen from Wemby. Throws it to Cornet. Posting up. Dribbles it out to Chris Castle. Castle open for 3. He shoots. It's good! Castle, they left him open, and Castle, who has been missing those all night, has worked for the Pelicans all night, is good. That's big from Castle. Makes up for it, those 2 penalties there. Those 2 turnovers there. Hits that big 3. 20 seconds left for the Pelicans. Plenty of time. Pelicans are now out of timeouts because they called a timeout there. That's Castle's 3rd three-pointer of this game, actually. So 107 to 106, 19.8 seconds to go. If you're the Pelicans, you're probably going to try to shoot this with about 10 to 5 seconds left for a chance of offensive rebound. But you don't want to leave, if the Spurs get the rebound, too much time to get a good shot up. But also, if you're the Pelicans, if you make it, you don't want to give the Spurs too much time. But also, at the same time, if you miss it, you want to be able to foul the Spurs. So even if they make the 2 free throws, you have a chance for a three-pointer to tie the game at the end. So if I'm the Pelicans, I would try to get a shot off within the first 10 seconds of this possession. See what the Pelicans can do here. You would assume they're going to Zion. He's been the guy tonight. Jordan Poole can shoot. Don't think they'll go to Queen here. Jeremiah Frazier is going to inbound. You can throw it to Murphy too if you have to. Here we go. They're going to throw it to Zion, who's taking his time. He's going to drive in. And they call a foul as Wemby tried to reach in. Why would Wemby do that? Wemby and Cornet were both in the paint. That was a bad foul by Wemby. .2 to go here. Zion has a chance to take the lead in this game. First free throw here is good. Spurs have a timeout, so even if Zion makes this or misses, I assume the Spurs are going to take a timeout, assuming they get the rebound off a miss. Here we go. Big free throw from Zion here. Second free throw's up. Off front iron is missed. Champagnie comes in to get the rebound. So Spurs, 11.4 to go. You're tied. If you're the Spurs, you shoot this. You do not shoot this quick. You don't want to give the Pelicans any time left. But that's the thing. Pelicans don't have a timeout. Spurs don't have a timeout. So, but if you're the Spurs, you like your opportunity to get an offensive rebound with Cornet and Wemby out there. So, if I'm the Spurs, I'm shooting this. If it's a 3 with like 5 seconds left. If it's a 3, you shoot it with like 5 seconds left. If it's a quick inside shot, then you shoot that with like 3-4 seconds left. You don't want to shoot this before it hits 5 seconds. For sure. Here we go. Spurs with a chance to win it, though. Again, Pelicans don't have a timeout, so. But you don't want to give the Pelicans too much time to try to get a decent look off at the end, which they shouldn't be able to as long as you let it run down at least 4 seconds before you shoot this ball. Who do the Spurs go to here? Do they try to get it to Wemby? I think Pelicans are going to expect that and try to defend it. You go to Harper, you go to Castle. Castle's going to inbound it. Those are to Barnes. 9 seconds left. 8 seconds left. Barnes throws it to Wemby. Faced up by Zion. Makes a move. Deep. Good defense. Bad positioning by Wemby there. Before you shoot this ball. Who do the Spurs go to? Yeah, they give it to Wemby. Wemby, who got double teamed. And it's just, I think Wemby should have been quicker making that move. Should have been stronger with it. We're going to go to overtime. 5 more minutes. Be interesting to see what lineups the Spurs try to do here because they've been working with the 2 big man lineup. And that's been working. But Wemby and Cornet have been out there for a while now. So is it a thing where like you try to go with a different lineup out there, or do you stick with the guys that finished out the game? I think Wemby's going to play, obviously. You would assume Castle is going to stay out there. You would assume Vassell's going to be out there. Cornet, possibly. Harper, possibly. Champagny and Barnes, possibly. It's a combination of Wemby, Castle, and Vassell. And then 2 of the following: Cornet, Harper, Champagny, or Barnes. Interesting to see what Mitch Johnson plays out there. Another thing to keep in mind, Wemby has 5 fouls. Picked up that bad foul for the Pelicans last possession where Zion got fouled to tie the game with that free throw. So Wemby has 5 fouls. So Wemby has to be careful here not to foul out in the next 5 minutes because you know they're going to go to Wemby. Something I'm just noticing now, I really would have liked the Spurs to use a little bit of Carter Bryant more in this game to guard Zion in non-Wemby minutes. But not too much, but just enough to get his feet wet, to see what he's made of, because he's a good guy, good defender who has size. Obviously, you can't out-muscle Zion, but you can put size on him and make it more difficult for him. So Spurs is going to stay with the same lineup they had at the end of the possession. Wemby, Cornet, Barnes, Vassell, and Castle. Here we go. Wemby versus Murphy here on the tip. You would think Wemby has this, but he lost the tip at the beginning of the game. And the Spurs get it. Cornet gives the ball to Castle, who gives it to Barnes. Trying to get it to Wemby, who they do. Queen, guarded by Queen. Wemby spins. Easy. No one was in the paint to block him. Easy dunk for Wemby. Again, Wemby has to be careful here. They're going to put Cornet on Zion, and I like that. Wemby's going to try to help, though. Wemby should not reach in, as he almost did. Murphy has the ball, guarded by Vassell. Wemby smacks that ball out of there into like the 3rd row of the stands. Wemby with 9 blocks in this game. Here we go. Poole has the ball. So just as I was saying, Wemby needed to be smart and not foul out. He just did a dumb that was such a dumb decision by Wemby. I know you're trying to get the block. Cornette jumps up straight up to contest Cornette. To contest Queen. And he swipes at it from behind trying to get the block. The thing is, you didn't need to do that. And you foul Queen and he is out. Queen misses the free throw. So now, if you're the Spurs, Champagny comes in. Now, who's going to guard Zion? And if Cornette's going to continue to guard Zion, who's going to guard Queen? Spurs now don't have their best player on the court. That was dumb by Wemby. Queen makes the second free throw. It's a 1-point game. Spurs up. 4 minutes to go. Castle throws it to Cornette. Gives it to Vassell, who's going to spot up the three. It's good. Vassell has been good tonight. Spurs up by 4. Can the Spurs hold out and win this game without Wemby? It's going to be hard. Cornette continues to guard Zion. Zion's going to drive in on Cornette. Good defense by Cornette. It's a miss. Castle brings up the ball. Drives in and gets fouled by Queen. On the reach. Queen wants them to review it. See what happens here. Pelicans are going to challenge it immediately. Haven't seen a replay on it yet. We'll see. I don't think anyone got imminent possession after. So if they overturn it, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Because the ball went sky high into the air. They have not shown a replay yet. Yeah, dude, stop. Yeah, the broadcast has not shown the replay. Finally shown it here. Here we go. Castle. Clearly got his wrist. From that angle, it didn't look like he got the ball first. So unless there's an angle that proves otherwise, he clearly got the wrist of Castle. And this is going to be unsuccessful. Why would the Pelicans challenge that? Why was Queen so adamant about it? Unless there's another angle here. Let's see, there's another angle from behind. Good drive by Castle. And the broadcast is really struggling to get this replay off. Do they consider that the part of the hand? It is kind of like right here. It's like right here. Like right here. Do they consider that part of the hand? Which, if it is, then that's a fine. That's considered part of the ball. But for me, I'm not saying this just because I'm repping the black and silver. It's not enough to overturn it. It still looks like, to me, it could still very well possibly be on the wrist. For me, just looking at that angle there, it's like 60-40 that it's on the wrist, not the hand. There is a chance it's on the hand, but being that you already called it a foul, you need evidence to overturn it. I don't think that's going to happen. Taking their time looking at this, though. Now they're discussing it. So they're done looking at the replay. They're talking it over right now, the three officials here. DeAndre Jordan does not look happy from... Their explanation is Queen started on the ball, but slides down on the wrist of Castle. Not only does that not make sense, it also just does not look like that happened. I did not see him hitting the ball first. Maybe they're counting the hand as part of the ball first. Maybe. Here you go. 3:41 left to go, though. Castle has a chance here to extend the Spurs lead up by 4 right now. Castle's first free throw attempt is good. (113-108). Castle with his second free throw coming up. It's up. Off the in and out, and Pelicans get the rebound. So he goes 1 of 2. Up by 5, the Spurs are. They can go to Zion, who's guarded by Cornette. Ten on the shot clock. Jordan Poole has it. Bringing in the screen from Zion. Goes the other way. Jordan Poole gives it to Zion. Goes up and over Cornette, and that's a good layup by Zion. 110 to 113, Spurs have the lead. 3:10 to go. Still anyone's game. Plenty of time here. Castle getting this. No, not getting the screen from Cornette. Gives it to Cornette. Back to Castle. Back to Champagnie. Wide open corner 3. Is good. That's money for Champagnie. Let's go. That's money for Champagnie. He needed that. I think that's his first 3 of the game. Let's go. Spurs up by 6 now. 2:45 to go. Poole. Step back. Fakes it. Gives it to Zion. Driving in on Cornette. Loses the ball. And they're going to say it's out on the Spurs. Good defense by Cornette, man. Cornette's been playing stellar defense. 2:37 left to go. Pelicans still have the ball. They're going to go to Poole, who's going to shoot a 3. It's off. Vassell has the rebound. Spurs should slow down here. You're up by 6. It's 2:30 to go. You can get this to about 2 minutes left and still have a 6-point lead at worst. So Vassell has the ball. Screen by Castle. Now screen by Cornette. Out to Castle. Fakes the 3. Gets to the screen by Cornette. Drives in. Tough layup. And an offensive foul on who? They're saying it's on Castle, I think, on the drive. Not Cornette on the offensive rebound attempt. Let me see this. Castle going in. Towards the end, when Castle draws contact first, then pushes off Poole. I get it was a foul at that point, but they didn't call the foul before. And Zion pull-up J is way off. Trey Murphy gets the rebound. Jordan Poole wide open 3. Misses. Spurs get the rebound. 1:50 to go. Spurs up by 6. Again, they should slow down here. Castle brings it back out. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to get streamed by Champagnie. Castle's going to cross over, drive, hesitates, and go into the line. Spurs might just do it. Spurs might just do it, man. 1:38 to go. They're up by 6 with Castle shooting 2 free throws here. Wemby fouled out early in this overtime. A silly foul, man. It was a silly foul. But can the Spurs pull out the win here? Be big. Castle's been big in this quarter. In overtime, I mean. He had 2 bad turnovers in the 4th quarter, but hit that 3. Castle's now here at the line. Has a chance to put the Spurs up even more. First free throw is up. It's good. Castle in the clutch, shooting his free throws well. Same thing with Dylan Harper in that 4th quarter, was shooting his free throws well. Spurs up by 7 with 1:38 to go. Castle has a chance to put them up by 8 here. Second free throw is up. And good. So Pelicans got to go quick here. Spurs got to be just smart and not foul. Play good defense, though. Give it to Zion, who fakes going to Fears, excuse me. Now out to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole. Step back 3. Fake. Out to Fears. Back to Poole. Guarded by Champagnie now. Poole driving. Out to Jones for 3. Is off. Fears has it. And they call a foul on Harrison Barnes. Late whistle, but it was a foul. Spurs got to get the rebound, but good defense. Besides, the open 3 that they let to Jones. That's 2 that the Pelicans had here, and they should have made. Pelicans are 1 for 7 in overtime. I think Zion made that 1. So Spurs up by 8 here with a 1:11 to go. Zion throwing it in. It's a 2-possession game. My stream cut out for a little bit. Pelicans scored, though. Pelicans trying to trap Castle there. They get it to Champagny. Back to Castle. Under a minute to go, up by 6. Should let this run down all the way. Trey Murphy guarding him. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Castle's going to get the screen from Champagny. He's going to throw it up to Cornette, and it's too high. That's a Wemby lob. That was too high for Cornette, though. He had him, too. Spurs up by 6. 42 seconds left. Poole bringing it up. Zion. Going to drive in on Cornette. Throws it out to the corner, but Devin Vassell tips it, and the Spurs get the steal. 30 seconds left now. Castle bringing up the ball. Castle's just, should dribble this ball out. 23 seconds left. They finally foul him with 21.8 left to go. Spurs up by 6. That should be it. Spurs on the road without Wemby for most of that overtime period are going to come out and win this, it looks like. That's big. Big from the black and silver, man. Your best player out. Castle's first free throw is in and out. One thing you can't do here with Castle is miss both. He misses both. It's in and out. Trey Murphy gets the rebound, throws it out to Poole. They got to go quick here. Jordan Poole drives. Reverse layup. 13.5 seconds left to go. If you're the Spurs here, just get it in. Just hold on to it. Throw it to Champagny. And they finally foul Champagny. No, it's timeout by Mitch Johnson with 7.5 to go. Good job by the Spurs. They're not overreacting. They're up by 4 here. So barring a miracle, with 7.5 to go, we have the ball. We should win this. Only way the Pelicans really win this is if the Spurs do a terrible turnover where the Pelicans get like a running start to get a quick 2 with like 3 seconds left. And then you somehow get another steal and either shoot a 3 real quick and win the game or get a 2 and tie it again. But very unlikely that happens. Spurs should win this game. If you're the Pelicans, I know you want to get a steal there, but they should have probably fouled Vassell when he first got the ball. Mitch Johnson drawing with the play here. Again, barring a complete choke job, the Spurs should win this game. It's been a good game, man. Long game, too. This game started at 7, almost 3 hours. I'm hungry as shit, bro. It's a big win from the Spurs. Wemby had a good game. Harper had a good game. I'll go over the stats at the end of this. Wemby fouls out early in the overtime period. It's a long time out, man. Spurs, it shows that Spurs have no timeouts left. Do they take 2 timeouts in a row? Can you do that? I know you can't do that in football, but I think Spurs just called 2 timeouts back to back because one, it's very long. I've been waiting, and also I think the Spurs had 2 timeouts to start this overtime period. They haven't called a timeout beforehand. So here we go. Spurs up by 4. Again, no reason the Pelicans should end up winning this game. Like, there should be no chance. Give it to Castle, who lost it. With 5.7 seconds left. That's literally like the worst case scenario. Because now the Pelicans could get a quick shot off here. Pelicans are going to call timeout. That's literally the one thing like you could not do. They threw it in the backcourt to Castle, but it was a bad pass. He's a little off balance. Goes out of bounds with like a second off the clock. And now Pelicans are going to get the ball in their own territory. I'm right on their side of the court. If you're the Pels, they don't have any timeouts left. So realistically, you don't need a 3, you don't need a 2. Anything that is the quickest. So if they give you a quick 3, take it. If they give you a quick inside bucket, take it. And if you're the Spurs, the only thing you cannot allow here is a quick shot. Worst case scenario is an inside bucket quickly. Because that takes like no time off the clock. Even if you let them inbound it a 3 and they shoot real quick and it goes in, that's taking off at least 2 or 3 seconds. After that, at that point, you can just throw it down the court, tip it in the air, whatever you do. Just tip it up in the air, whatever, and the game's done. So we're trying to improve to 2-0. Pelicans try not to fall to 0-2, but it's very unlikely they come out of this with a win. So there we go. Zion's going to throw it in. Cornette's guarding the inbound. To Fears real quick. Drives in. Layup. 3 seconds left on the clock. Gives it to Barnes. That was a dangerous pass. Jordan Poole not happy with the call. Literally, the Spurs made this way closer than it should have been at the end. Poole might have a case. But they don't have the challenge, and they challenged it on that silly play where they thought Queen maybe hit the ball first, but... So now if you're Barnes here, if you make these 2, it is done. With 1.9 to go. He makes the first. Even if he misses this one, Pelicans have a full court heave to try to tie it. Here we go. Harrison Barnes, second free throw attempt is up. It's good. That's it. So now you just don't foul. You just let them shoot it full court heave. Jordan Poole doesn't even get it off, and that is it. Spurs come out on top in overtime without their best player for basically all of the overtime period. That's a big game. That's big for the Spurs. Wemby with 29 points, 11 rebounds, 9 blocks. Almost a triple-double, but fouled out. Stephon Castle, 16, 5, and 6. Decent game from him. He did struggle from the field. Vassell, 23 points was big for us. Cornette, 14 and 12 was big for us. Harper with 13 and 5 was big for us down the stretch. Keldon with 8 and 10. Julian was 7. Harrison Barnes was 7. Struggled for most of the game, both of them, but had some big shots toward the end. Zion Williamson had 27, 10, and 7. Spurs escaped, though. Spurs come out on top. That's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see y'all in the next video.